How to build a website. Basic principles. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to learn how to build a website. What you do need to have, though, is the right information, a sound work ethic, an open mind, and the will to succeed. It wouldn't hurt to be a team player either. Today I'm going to show you how to start a website with little to no money. Specifically, I'm going to show you what you need to plan for, such as domains, web hosting, web designers, content management systems, and maintenance. We won't be covering how to drive traffic in this post, since that subject is a topic of its own. On the bright side, by the time you've finished reading this, you'll know what you need to transform your website from a dream to a reality. Domain names. Your website needs an address so people can find it when they fire up their web browsers. That's what a domain name is. You can reserve your web address at a domain name provider by simply paying for it as long as it's available. While most people want their domain name to be their business name, their name, or their club's/organization's name, the best domain names contain keyword-rich phrases. Web hosting. Your website needs a storage facility to store all the content that you will be putting on it. That's what web hosting is. Depending on whether you're building a website on a free hosting platform or your own server will determine usage charges. If you decide to get your own server, a great hosting package should include unlimited domain names, unlimited emails, etc. Web designers, you can't live with them. You can't live without them. I'm pretty sure that's how some seasoned business veterans feel about web designers. But the reality of the situation is that you only need them if you don't plan on doing the work yourself. Like I stated earlier, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to start a website. You just have to know how to break your website project down into digestible pieces, and then go from there. If you choose to go the designer route, do yourself a favor and create a website brief for your project before you contact a web designer. Trust me. You'll save yourself from a lot of unnecessary and stressful conversations. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, you can outsource the parts of your website project that you don't want to do, or that you don't know how to do. Simple tools like Fiverr and Odesk are great places to outsource those tasks. Content management systems, CMS. A CMS is the collection of procedures used to manage workflow in a collaborative environment. Basically, it's a way for you to edit your website's content when you needed it edited, not when your web designer has the time. Look at it this way, a CMS can serve as a great defense against having to contact your web designer every time you need to make a little change on your website. Web maintenance. Once you start a website and get it all set up, over time, new pictures will need to be added. You might need to change some of your sales copy. Or you might want to change the whole look and feel of the website. Basically, you'll need to make changes here and there. Plus, if you decide to use a CMS, you'll need to update the software, as well as the plugins from time to time. Be sure to budget time for those activities so your website doesn't get too hectic and out of order. You've just learned how to build a website. You've just learned what a great domain looks like. You've learned what the best hosting should offer. You've learned how to use web designers without breaking the bank. You've learned about what a content management system is, and why you need to be using one. And you've learned what you need to do to keep your website in profitable shape. Most people will never know this information, so pat yourself on the back. Before you build a website, it's very important that you plan out exactly how you want your website visitors interact with the site. Without know your most desired website response, your website will basically be a leaf in the wind, and will go wherever the breeze takes it. Now that you know this, plan your website out first. If you do, you should be able to build a website in 24 hours or less without knowing a single line of HTML. Great luck!